He's known as the People's Pope, and more than 20,000 strong gave Pope Francis a standing ovation at a mass tonight inside New York's Madison Square Garden.
Madison Square Garden, a sick child sobbing, parents bringing her to Pope Francis. The Pope reaches out with his hand and blesses the child, and then blesses the crying parents.
And even the Pope heading home is a spectacle. Check out this scene outside Madison Square Garden as he drove back to his residence for the night.
Good evening. I'm Eliott Rodriguez, live in New York City. Thousands of people waited right near this very spot to catch a glimpse of the Pope.
The Pontiff had quite the day in New York City, addressing the UN, visiting Ground Zero, and parading through Central Park. And
his night ended at the Garden with a special mass to say farewell to the Big Apple.
Well, Madison Square Garden was really transformed into a sacred place as the Pope celebrated Mass before those thousands of people to cap off this historic trip after winning the hearts of thousands of New Yorkers who came to see him. Pope Francis turned a sports arena into a house of worship for 20,000 people, addressing them as a messenger of peace.
But big cities.
The Pope told New Yorkers big cities should be praised for their diversity, but are also shunning immigrants living in the shadows.
So many faces pass by unnoticed because they have no right to be there, no right to be part of the city.
The Madison Square Garden crowd was warmed up before the Mass by South Florida's Gloria Estefan. The Pope blessed children and the infirm, giving them hope and calling on society to focus on the sick, the poor, and the elderly. Another special moment came when CBS Sunday Morning correspondent Mo Rocca, who is openly gay, gave the first reading. The Pope won over many gay Catholics when speaking about homosexuality. He said, quote, "Who am I to judge?" In his homily, the Pope called for God's children to return to the church. Just as a father awaits a child, he said God awaits them.
And as soon as he sees him coming, runs out to embrace him. This is nice.
The Pope got several standing ovations and applause from the crowd. Now, after the Mass, the Pope went through the crowd and he went into that small Fiat and was taken to the Vatican residence on the Upper East Side of Manhattan for a good night's rest. But before that Mass at Madison Square Garden, the attention was right here near Central Park. Before going to Madison Square Garden again for the Mass, he drove through Central Park in the Pope-mobile, where 80,000 people with tickets and who went through security just to see the Pope were able to see him. The crowd was large. We were able to see him from outside. People waited hours and hours just to get a glimpse of Pope Francis. Before that happened, now there were many people who spent months waiting to find out where and if they would be able to see the Pope. Now, let's get a recap of the Pope's day here in New York City. Pope Francis paid silent tribute to the victims at the 9/11 memorial. Below ground in the National September 11th Museum, he took part in a multi-faith service. Speaking in Spanish, the Pope said he felt many different emotions while standing at Ground Zero. He praised New York's first responders for sacrificing their lives so others could be saved.
The family members show us the face of pain that leaves us speechless, but that screams to heaven.
After the service, the Pope exchanged greetings with religious leaders and toured the solemn museum. He also continued to show his love for children, pausing to greet them whenever he could. Earlier, the Pope addressed more than 100 world leaders at the United Nations General Assembly. Francis called on wealthy nations to take action, accusing them of ravaging the planet and impoverishing the weak.
Any harm done to the environment, therefore, is harm to humanity.
In East Harlem, the Holy Father paid a visit to children. He seemed to enjoy the occasion, asking them to sing more songs after the program they had prepared for him ended. And of course, the Pope always giving special attention to children and to babies. Every time that he would see a baby here at Central Park, he would kiss that baby, and everywhere he's gone, that's what happened. Now, before we wrap up our coverage from New York, you got to take a look at some of these pictures that we have here to show you. Here it is. A rainbow in the sky during the Pope's appearance in Central Park. Several people shot it and posted it on social media, saying it was almost as if a higher power was shining down on New York City today.
Kennedy Tower, Shepherd 1 Heavy coming up on assault for 13 right.
Shepherd 1, Kennedy Tower, welcome to New York. Wind 140 at 13, runway 13 right shorten, clear to land.
13 right short and clear to land. Shepherd 1 Heavy, thank you, sir. Glad to be here.
And we finally got this audio from American Airlines. It's the pilot of Shepherd 1, the papal airplane, communicating with the tower at JFK as the Pope arrived yesterday. American Airlines is flying the Pope while he's in the United States, and will fly him back to Rome on Sunday with a crew that will include 2 Miami-based flight attendants. Now, from here in New York, the Pope will head to Philadelphia in a car that's about 2.5 hours. In a plane or helicopter, it's a lot faster than that, but we will be in Philadelphia covering the Pope's historic visit to that city here in the Northeast. Reporting live from New York tonight, I'm Eliott Rodriguez, CBS 4 News Tonight. Rick and Erica, back to you.
Eliott Rodriguez in New York, thanks so much.